Today, I'm going to talk about Kobudo. Kobudo meaning is old martial art. And Japanese Kobudo and Okinawan Kobudo both have two different philosophies. Japanese Kobudo, main purpose to kill your opponent, which is using for combat situation. So using sword, spear, dagger, arrow, rifle, guns to kill your opponent. Therefore, first purpose, how fast attack your opponent to kill. That's the philosophy. And Okinawan Kobudo is survival. No such thing as weapons. So in case somebody attack, you use whatever you have in your area to pick him up to defend yourself. So no such thing as offense, it's defense. Kobudo, we grew up with karate. But many years, history is up and down, because no instructors, no instructions. And also, Kobudo is very complicated, very hard to understand and to practice. Today, I'd like to show you made much more simple, and we like to go step by step for beginners, so you understand. Bow, which we call kon. Bow is, if not weapons, just like you have in home, broom, mop. Since karate, MP hand, starting for defense against samurai sword, you cannot defend by bare hand. Therefore, people start idea to use these weapons. We have three types of weapons. One long one, and one short one, and other one hiding weapons. Bow is one of long weapons. Basically, we use about 6 foot long stick. Bow is one of very close to karate family, because we have many technique defending from bow or using bow. And also, bow have many instructors, more than another. Today, I'd like to show you about beginner of training. Since all weapon is very difficult to learn, therefore, I made short and simple. This training film is for just the basics. And after that, you will learn more traditional katas. But basic training is very important. beginning, out grabbing. Grabbing is basically 3 different grabbing. First, called honnigiri, which is 1 palm up, 1 palm down. And then always remember when you're grabbing, either little finger side or index fingers, always one side keep tight. And then this basically we're using the striking and the next one is gyaku nigiri, reverse grabbing, which is we're using blocking or using striking. And the next called sway nigiri, which is both hands together. We're using for striking. And also we use, during the practice, we use all the time this. Now, going to stance. Stance is very important for training. You have to have a good, strong stance, and also you can make quick move. And especially in Kobudo, not like a karate, you don't have any step by step. Sometimes by situations, they change to different sides. But basically, we use same as karate stance, which is heisoku dachi, musubi dachi, heiko dachi, ayumi dachi, neko ashi dachi, zenkutsu dachi, shiko dachi, kokutsu dachi, kosa dachi, this is stance of we're using basic training. First, out bow. You hold 1/3 of the ball, and then other 1/3 part put in the back of the shoulder. Then out by the shoulder level, and you bow. When you finish, just to make a reverse. Bow first, and back. You should practice many times to get comfortable. Now, first, when you strike the ball, a few very important things. First, strike this way. Basically, what is a karate punch? And the karate punch have twisting. Ball have the same thing, twisting. Which meaning is same like this. Towel. When you wet towel, you rinse. Both hands go to opposite directions. Same way, ball. When you're striking, twist, key is right here. And release. Now, why twisting? The very important part is here. When you palms up this way, when you hit the air, no problems. But when you hit someone, when your hand go from here, if you too much power, your hand come off. So, doesn't work. Therefore, when you strike, your palms down. This way, you give it pressure. Therefore, twist. Make sure palms down. And also, when you hit, twisting give you a little more power to take more your opponent's balance. So you strike, two things, protection for this, and then give you more power. Now, next important is when you change the hand from one side to the other, you are not doing this or this. Always remember when you switch the hand, slide. So basically, you have to training this. Then if you do all right, then this way, move. Different directions. Know this. You slide. Next, when you're stopping, the very important is draw hand. I have 4 different ways stop. Number 1, this. Number 2, some situation a little bit higher. On the armpit. But sometimes you hit side of the body, it's not really good for your body. Therefore, some instructor, this way, number 3. And number 4, to the side. Next, uke, block. First, jodan. This position, if you're too high, the point will be with your hand. Therefore, make sure other way around. Yoko uke. This point, when you block, is not to go too much down, because from here, always tiger to the face. Yoko uchi. This one too, from here, push you down, continue to this movement. Or, harayuke. Next, nagashiuke. This one from here, push more, and you have to push in. From here, this one is from here, you block, using his opponent's power to block. Or sometimes you hit to the side. Reverse, front. Or the front, so you can strike. This time, back. Sometimes this block can be strike to the knee. Now going to reverse grabbing. Jordan. This one, if you move this way, you might come up. Therefore, make sure rest the bend. Get on. Make sure good balance, lock your arm. Because from here, draw down or get down and avoid the move. Yoko, side. Make sure, hold it tight. Many cases, from here, you push down, and you can move. Next, combination block, which is, you make figure 8. Also, your body can move using his power. Next is the strike, uchi. Strike is very important because good defense is good offense. One blow to you finish. That's the idea. First, I want to do both sides. Both the good part is we use always both sides end. Therefore, you use the one this way, or the other side, the reverse, you can use for. First, overhead strike. side. Next, reverse, up and down. Side strike. Gedan. Yoko uchi. This time, grabbing, reverse grabbing. Also, next one called ski. Ski is very important in karate. Ski is very important for ball training. It's a thrust. Two types of thrust. One, just use your hand. Next one called nukizuki, which is using this movement. First, During the training, I give one example. It's very important how to use your control by your hand. Wherever you're striking, my right hand is the control area. You want to go to Jordan, you should be hand here because that is the control. You want to go to the throat, little low. And you want to go to the stomach, much more low. So when you're training, it's very important to just hand. Therefore, I can give a little example. Make like a little rings, and you strike in this area. So, when you practice, make sure, warning, don't cross to your face, you might hit. So stay out from your face so you can training. So next, reverse grabbing and next, low level gedan. Gedan have a two-way front or back. Next, ski. Thrust strike. This thrust strike have a movement just like a karate punch, twisting. Next, gyaku nigiri, reverse grabbing. Kata. Kata is a very important carry-on tradition and good ways self-training. You can learn balance, coordination, and the fighting distance, many other. Today, I want basic training kata, which is I made it, because many Okinawan Kobudo's kata is long movement. When people training, need years training to learn these katas, which is impossible to short time or beginners to learn these katas. That reason I made this kata for training purpose. Remember, kata's good part is you have to training. Self-training, repeat many times to, like you extension your hand to make freedom. Now, few things. First, take care ball. Number one, make sure don't put them in against the wall like this. You will be long ones, bend them. So make sure you're straight against the wall, straight, or even place flat on the floor. Now, number two is a caution. You must respect these weapons. Before use, make sure check all area, no crack or breaking area. And number two, make sure don't put too much oil stuff because it's slippery. And the next, make sure not small area. Training area is very important. Up and down. Both sides, make sure nothing there. And the next, make sure all the way around. Nobody behind you or front or side. These things, before your training, you must know this. Now, this is the end of this tape. Remember, this is just for beginners. In your future, you learn more traditional kata and more technique. The main things you must practice all the time.
Kobudo is a term used to describe the ancient weapons of Okinawan and Japanese martial arts. In this series on Kobudo by Sensei Fumio Demura, he will teach Bo, Sai, Tonfa, Nunchaku, Kama, and others. Practice safely and carefully.